Hello and welcome to Mindful March. My name's Sarah McLean, and I think some of you know me as the director or co-director of the Feast for the Soul. I'm sitting here in cloudy Santa Barbara, and we are really excited to have you here today. This is the only meeting that we will be recording. It's only because we are going to be introducing you to the format of our Mindful March program. Thank you for joining us from wherever you happen to be. I know we have people from Hawaii to England and Germany and Canada and Mexico and all across the United States. So we're really happy you're here. So we got this idea to do Mindful March because I had been doing the 5 days of mindfulness training with Thich Nhat Hanh. Some of you joined that. And also some of you have joined the Feast for the Soul, the 40 days of spiritual practice. I have a dear friend who I met in Sedona, Arizona. Her name is Shay, who you'll hear from in just a moment. And she and I both had something in common. We both were monastics in two different Buddhist traditions. I was a monastic in the Zen Buddhist tradition. I lived in a monastery for a couple of years. And Shay was a monastic in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And what we're hoping to do in this program for 30 days is sit in silence as we did as monastics, really committed to our practice. And we were often inspired, at least I was, by our teachers' discourses. Now, I personally don't feel qualified to take you to enlightenment, so I am going to be counting on a variety of teachers to do that. And this program is designed for us to simply meet from wherever we are and to share with you someone who's inspiring to us from ancient times to modern times, from various traditions, in the world of spirituality and religion. And then we'll simply move into silence. Shay, I'd love for you to share a little bit about who you are and your experience in the monastic world and what you're doing here today.
Yes, great. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for initiating all of this and all the work that you do to create community for us. That was one of the things that was so powerful in the time I spent as a monastic was the opportunity to share community with people with a like-minded commitment. It was such a beautiful thing where you could even be in your struggle and maybe even not even be your very best self at a particular moment. And at the same time, there was love for each other and support for each other to keep bringing us back to our heart and keep centering there. And I think the opportunity, the discovery, when I first got involved with that community, the discovery that I could live a life that was focused in my heart, that had passion and purpose, and was going to be a fire to spread the vibration of compassion in the world. And I just thought that was so powerful. So being here with you is another piece of that. It's like we're building this virtual community all around the globe where we're holding space and lighting things up.
That's right. We're lightening things up. We're looking for our center point of peace while the world around swirls around us. We are
Yeah.
the eye of the storm, so to speak, and we know how to establish that grounded state of compassionate love and presence. So, in terms of how this program is going to work, in general, we're going to meet here every day at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. And of course, there's going to be a time change in the middle of whatever is going on here in the world. But we will be meeting here. We won't be doing a lot in the community except for meditating together. We kind of all face the same way, maybe towards each other, towards the heavens, towards the ground, the Mother Earth, whatever. But we are all facing the same way in terms of our desire to create more peace on this planet. So I feel like that this is the invisible ashram. We're here for a purpose. We're here for community. We're here for teaching, and we're here for practice. Now, each Saturday, we are going to open the breakout rooms. They'll call them community chat rooms or social rooms, Saturday socials. They'll happen after the meditation. But up until Saturdays, our daily practice will really be an 18-minute meditation preceded by a conversation around a particular reading. And so then it'll be short and sweet. You can count on a half an hour and we won't be lingering, but Saturday socials are going to be an option for you to connect with people. If you have a special request, like a prayer, you're looking for some support, you can go ahead and put that in the chat. But mostly here, we're going to be focused on practice. On Saturdays, it would be community. And then, of course, the teachings are going to be from the various mystics. Just to share with you, Shey is a beautiful artist. For those of you who have not heard of her or seen her, she actually created this white Tara, I believe, the goddess of compassion in the Buddhist world. You should probably speak to it rather than me. But she's a beautiful sacred artist. And as you know, I am an author and a public speaker. So we come from different worlds, but we meet here on the mission of compassion and peace. Shey, would you like to share a little bit about your art for a
I think that's
moment?
beautifully said, Sarah. Beautifully said. I think at this point where we are, I would like to invite people to visit my website if you are into such things. Each piece is created, my painting style is pointillism, and each piece is, or each dot is imbued with an intention or a prayer for creating a more peaceful and compassionate world. And there are at least 6 different colors in every field with 5 different shades of each. So there's been a lot of prayer and a lot of intention put into these creations. It is a spiritual practice. One shows up and attempts to be a clear space to allow the divine to flow through and find its way into this onto this canvas that then creates a living presence that it is my feeling and what I've been taught will go out into the world and continue to nourish beyond the original intention. So thank you. Take a peek. If you have questions or comments, feel free to reach out. I always love to hear from you.
Thank you, Shey. Well, that's how I first met Shey. And some of you heard the stories. She was outdoors in her full Tibetan Buddhist robes, one dot at a time, painting that beautiful Tara. I got it when I was married. Actually, it was March 22nd, 2003. It's almost been 21 years since I've had her sitting there. Well, since I met you, I'd have to say, and got her as a wedding present. So I want to welcome you. We're going to get started. We're just allowing a few more people in. I'd invite you to get comfortable. And basically, I'm just going to share this really quick because we're not recording again. We're going to be co-facilitating this mindful march. I will be offering poems and prayers one day, and then Shey will be doing it another day, and we'll be supporting each other as this goes throughout the entire month. So we're really excited that you're here. If you have any suggestions for me, actually, I think we should put our emails in the chat. We'll do that after our meditation. But if you have any suggestions about something reading that you're inspired by or a teaching you want us to share, I'd love for you to do that. You can send us an email about that and let us know. So let's get comfortable, shall we? Whatever you are comfortable with. And I just want to share that we are not going to be giving you meditation instruction. If you want that, we will give you some resources to be able to find out more about meditation, but we're assuming you've all been pretty steeped in meditation if you've come to us here today. So Shey, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about what inspires me, and Shey will be doing this tomorrow. Sound good?
That sounds so perfect.
Okay, and then we'll follow it with an 18-minute meditation. We'll be keeping track of the time with that. So today's today's offering is from John O'Donohue. Some of you know him. He is a mystic, or he's actually passed, but he's a mystic from Ireland, and he passed in 2008. He's a poet, a priest, and a philosopher, and he is also a native Irish speaker. If you've ever been to Ireland, you hear they call it the Irish, but it's actually Gaelic, and he's known best for popularizing Celtic spirituality. So I invite you to close your eyes, and after I'm finished reading, we'll move into a silent meditation. In out of the way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you have outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, and wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight, when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning. This is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. So thank you for joining us today. I just wanted to share that for those of you who've signed up to be here, we will send you a follow-up email to share the specifics of our program together, give you the contact information you need. And for those of you who want that prayer or the poem, we'll be posting that on the Facebook page. I'll send you all that information in an email today. This has been a delight to be with you. I hope you feel nourished.
Such a pleasure to be here with you today and share this space, and looking forward to more of this joyful activity throughout the month. Thank you for being here. We'll see you
Thank you for being
tomorrow.
here. Tomorrow we're having our Saturday social. So after the practice, we will open the breakout rooms if you'd like to connect with people who are here. Thank you so much. Now I feel like I'm back in my monastery. How can
Yes.
you create a sacred space in your home so you can feel like you've come home to the silence inside you? Thank you, Shay, for being here
Beautiful.
and helping me do
Beautiful.
this. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll stop the recording now.